Welcome to the MoChill Zone with Mott's and Chili. Today, the boys sit down with Josh Stokes and talk about his new album, Born Free.
Welcome to the MoChill Zone with your boy Mott's
and Chili.
And today we have a very special guest, Josh Stokes.
Yo.
Considered what do you consider yourself a funk musician, modern funk musician / rapper, singer extraordinaire?
Absolutely.
Tell the people about yourself. You from Maryland, right there, out there?
Yep, Baltimore, no doubt.
Okay. All right. So tell the people a little bit about yourself, how you got involved into music and some of your influences.
Well, man, thank y'all for having me. I am a musician, born and raised in Baltimore. Developed my style from I was a child born in church, so I got access to just different styles of music and just creativity and just expression. Really, I always took to the drums like since the age of 2. So I was always playing. Around 9, my father opened his own church, so I got the opportunity to play the drums like all the time, every week, which then led to growing into a teenager and playing for like local groups in the city, and just, graduating and playing for like national groups and international groups, and kind of just started doing my own thing and always wanted to create my own music. And so now I'm just really living the dream as opposed to being like the accompanist. I'm like the front person, if you will. I'm just kind of just seeing my vision through, man. I'm just creating some good sounds and just encouraging people and just letting them know that, they can win and they got power.
Dope,
Beautiful.
Man. That's dope.
Thank you.
Dope.
Thank you.
That's real dope, man. Yeah, and so I know you do, like, you play drums, man. You sing, you rap, and you got the new album coming out. The Born Free, right?
Yes. Yep.
Right.
Yep.
And then you're on a current tour coming up too, right? The Earthquake tour, right?
Yes.
Right.
So,
okay. So you want to tell
absolutely.
people a little bit about that before
No
we
doubt.
get into really more divulge into like really how you got into the business?
Absolutely. So I dropped an album called Born Free maybe about 2 weeks ago. So you can go check that out. It's streaming everywhere. And it's just funny how things line up, man, if you just keep going. So I just was doing things, and this group, the South Hill Experiment, reached out to me and asked me if I could be a part of their tour. They're from Baltimore but moved to California. So they're doing a show here on Thursday that I'm opening up for. And everybody around the world, if you're going to be in Baltimore on Thursday, come jam with us, man. It's going to be a cool time.
Shout out, man. Yeah, I got a good buddy of mine, Grant Nicholas, is out there. He's from Baltimore. Grant, St. Nick. So I got to holler at him about you, man. That's just, yeah.
No doubt.
So
thank you.
Yeah, that's dope, man.
Thanks.
So go ahead, Chili. I've been dominating the series. My partner.
Oh yeah, no. I just wonder, is your artist name just Josh Stokes? Is that how people find you, or you got a nickname that you go by?
No, just Josh Stokes.
Nice. Real name, no gimmicks.
Exactly. That's dope.
I don't want to get too into the Baltimore thing, but can you say Aaron earned an iron earn?
Aaron earned an iron earn.
Yes, you don't got the Baltimore accent.
No, I don't have it too tough, and I'm actually kind of thankful for that.
That's dope, man.
Have you seen those videos?
Absolutely. Earn. And it really is like that most of the time in Baltimore. I can't front. I just got to be thankful for my parents, man. My mother, my mother taught me how to speak. My parents are like writers and they like to read. So they just taught me how to speak. People would think that my mother was white when she would answer the phone and say hello. Because, everybody's in Baltimore, people's mother didn't sound that way. You know what I mean? It was like the earn type shit. Like everywhere you went, like that's what it was.
Also, my boy Stavros Halkias, comedian.
Hell yeah.
That's my boy. Another connection.
Yeah, man, we doing it up, man. It's happening.
Nice.
Dope, man. We love to hear that, brother.
So, I got on the big screen at Camden Yards when I was like 9 or 10. I was dancing on a trash can.
Absolutely.
So yeah. I mean, Mott usually gets into this, but what are your influences? I know you grew up in the church, so obviously that's a huge influence. But like, how about artists?
Yeah, I think that some of the biggest rock stars are quote unquote church artists. like the Clark sisters, Rance
Right.
Allen, even like James Brown, and people back then will tell you all the stage shit that they learned was from some preacher or some elder, and they took that game and just kept, developing it. But outside of church, man, I gotta say Sly Stone,
Yes.
George Clinton, Ray Charles, Howlin' Wolf, Muddy Waters, Jimi Hendrix, Little Richard, just the really greats, man, that laid the foundation for me to be able to stand on their shoulders. Like, for real, I'm truly grateful to be able to even be anywhere near them, like on this tree. Prince, Michael Jackson, just all the real ones, man. It just always did it. Miles Davis, Sammy Davis Jr., like just the real ones, man. I wish I could just let them know how much I appreciate them, because they laid a great foundation for me.
Absolutely. Those are some of the all-time greats. So
No
much.
doubt.
Yeah, that's dope, man. Hey, you got a lot. So, what I want to know is like, what is really your what's your favorite song on the album? One part, and then like out of all the drumming, the music, the writing, what's your favorite part of it? What's your favorite part of the process?
Okay. So my favorite song right now off of Born Free would probably be Too Scared.
Okay.
And I'm just basically saying in the hook, how we all want to be free, but we too scared to die for it. And just basically, showing all the history that, you know, um, I want to say specifically Black people go through in America, where we yell and talk and march a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But, when it's time to really get down to, all right, bro, we might die for this. It's like, well, maybe it's something else we could do, when it's like you may not have any other choice
Right.
but to die at that point. And then also the way that we view death in America is very like, once you die, it turns black and it's all over. And I think that death is just a graduation to another part of life. So even if something were to happen, say like a Fred Hampton or a Martin Luther King, that was a victory,
Mm-hmm.
not a bad thing. Like, oh my God, it was a great thing. Like, yo, they put their lives on the line for us. Like that can never be looked at as an L. So
Right.
that's kind of just the message that I'm putting in that song.
That's dope, man. I like
Thank
that.
you.
We like that. That's what we strive for when we started this platform. Was people like
Absolutely.
yourself to be able to express themselves and put out the real stuff like that, real artists.
No doubt.
That's what we are. So we
And with your
appreciate it.
Absolutely.
permission, we can include that in this episode.
Please. I would love it, man. I just dropped a video maybe about a week ago. I thank y'all.
Okay, we can even put the video in there too.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
All right, cool.
definitely. Yeah, actually that'll be good because we can with your permission we can put that in part of the interview. That'll be good.
Definitely have my
Yeah,
permission.
yeah, that's good. That's dope,
That's
man.
cool.
That's dope.
So
So
where are you
Chili,
guys? Where are y'all located?
Sacramento, California, man. Where is that?
Ooh,
Sacktown, baby.
okay.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
We got the
Fuck yeah.
purple colors going here.
yeah, man. Yeah,
I
man.
love
So
it.
yeah, well, yeah, we and it's cool out here. A lot of things going on, man. We got a lot of stuff going on. So it's like it's in a good spot right now, Sacramento, because they got the A's coming here now. They're here now for the next 3 years, and they got
Yeah,
soccer, here. It's a lot of different things. So that brings in more stuff, more people. And so you
no
got people
doubt.
that just did a film here recently,
Hell yeah.
two big films they just did here. So
Yeah, Michael
yeah,
Sarah, right? I think Michael Sarah was
yeah,
here
Michael
for a bit.
Cera, yeah, and then somebody
Okay.
else did something else too there. So it's like, yeah, man, they doing a thing here. So it's like, that's what we do. It's like, wait a minute, y'all ain't gonna come here
Yeah,
and do all the stuff that we've been here. We gonna do that. You
exactly.
know what I mean? So
Exactly. Man, I
yeah,
would love to connect with y'all on some
definitely, man.
real life shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah.
And just some tracks too, man, because we got some tracks too. Obviously, we want to get you on, and
Yes.
vice versa. We can go ahead and collab on too.
Man, I
Also,
would love that,
that's
man,
dope,
to
man.
come out there and work with
Definitely.
y'all, man.
Yeah, definitely, man.
And we got a little studio upstairs at our spot. And
Hell yeah.
yeah,
Man,
you
I'm
Yeah.
all the way down.
Yeah, don't be
sure.
putting us on Front Street Blast, man. You stay out of our spot. You know what I'm saying? The listeners out there, we got a lot of people now. It's all good. The people know.
No doubt, man.
All the people out there talking about we got the spot. Oh, we gonna get over there. Yeah, no, it's all good, man. It's
It
all about
is.
love here. We appreciate what you're doing, man. So,
Thank you.
what else you got going on? Some of the collaborators you have, who have you collaborated with, and who are some of the people you want to collaborate with?
Well, man, I've been fortunate enough to collaborate with people like Mad Skills, JPEG Mafia, Future Islands,
Okay.
Beanie Siegel, Redman,
Okay.
Method Man,
Wow.
Smith and Wesson, Marsha Ambrosius.
Okay.
Um, Man, it's a lot of people. I've done some stuff with Hulu, with BET, with Boiler Room.
Okay.
Man, I've been really fortunate to do some great things. Man, I'm trying to think. There's so many people. Once it's time to start talking, I don't know if you're familiar with like the Winans family. I was able to
Of
play for
course,
Vicky
man.
Winans.
Yes,
Yeah,
of
played
course.
with Vicky Winans when I was
Yes.
14. So it
I
was
grew up
just
in the
like,
church too now, so you know what I'm saying? Okay, so yeah.
bro,
All right.
absolutely.
Yeah,
So
so
like, just ever since a child, man, it's just been going and it never stopped.
That's a blessing for
it
sure.
is a blessing, man. So now is there you have any siblings? Yeah,
Yes.
yes, okay. You really need to know about that. The personal, the people want to know about you,
Yeah.
Is there a missus? You have any children?
Yes.
I'm gonna get into the nitty gritty,
No, it's all good, man.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I have 5 children.
All right, that's a blessing.
20, 18, 16, 4, and 1.
All right, it's a blessing,
Yeah.
brother.
So I'm basically starting all over again.
Okay,
But
okay.
I love my children, man.
Definitely.
I still am like with, I guess you could say, like my youngest son's mother. Like we still spend a lot of time.
Okay.
We basically like kind of stay in the same place.
Gotcha.
So,
Okay.
that's still going down. It's a really loving, like, family, which I really enjoy.
That's a blessing.
I have 3 siblings, 2 older brothers, and then
Okay.
I have a younger sister, who we were both born from the same mother.
Okay.
And she and I, man, that's been like my homie, like my little creative guinea pig when I've been writing songs as a kid. Like, yo, come here real quick. Like, I got some, lay this down.
Right. Your
Like I wrote
muse,
this for
yes.
exactly, totally, man. And like she's been down to do that with me forever. We always take a great pride in like encouraging one another. When the other is like feeling down. When somebody is going through, like, just be like, man, you are amazing. Don't forget that. Whatever's going on out here, remember you're still dope. Just letting each other know how awesome we are, because in this world, like, we always want to see the rewards. Like the millions of people following us and screaming when they see us, but we have to remember that we're still dope, even if nobody like screams our name. So I take a great joy in reminding her that, because she's an artist too. Like, she makes clay and jewelry and writes books, and a lot of times you could feel like, man, ain't nobody listening to this shit, but somebody has to be there to tell
Somebody
you, like,
is.
yo, somebody
Somebody
is.
is listening, man.
Yes,
It is. They are. That's a
absolutely,
blessing. I'm glad you're doing that, too, man. That's a blessing, man.
no
Keep that
doubt.
up, bro. That's
Thank you.
that's what we need.
I agree.
That's what we need. Chili?
Well, I heard you're an MC as well, so I always got
A
to ask my
tad bit.
Mount Rushmore question. Who's your top 4 rappers of all time?
Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to say Cool G Rap,
Yes.
Big Daddy Kane,
Hmm.
um, Biggie,
Okay.
and Black Thought.
Ooh.
Nice.
Okay.
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 Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I like your list because it goes like a different genre of music, and you have to
Absolutely.
you have to actually know hip hop. So some of them and some of them you don't. So it's cool. I
Right.
like that. I like that.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
I
Thank
I
like
you.
that.
like the
I
old
like that.
school and the new
Yeah, I
school in
like
there.
that. So I like that.
Absolutely.
That's dope. So like where do you want to people the biggest message you want to put out there to your fans and people that you want them to see, and then
Yes.
where do you see yourself going with your music, and where do you want it to be in the next, like, say, 5 or 10 years?
Well, one thing that I want anybody who listens to me to do is have a high level of self-esteem and self-love, confidence, and just know that overall they're winners, and that they can like succeed in whatever they want to do. Like, genuinely, like, with that coming out of my mouth, that sounded extremely corny, but I really mean like every word that I say. We battle with like self-esteem and just never feeling like we're good enough, from the moment we come out of our mothers. So like, I want people to know, like, yo, you're amazing, you're dope, you can do whatever you want to do, just don't quit. And I would say in the next 10 years, I would like to see myself just traveling the world a lot, coming in contact with new people and talking to people, and again, just lifting people's spirits and just letting them know, like, yo, don't quit. You're not a loser. You know, you're a winner. Like anything you want to do, you can do it. You know, like everybody might not understand you. Like us artists, like people can see us laying around chilling and be like, "You lazy motherfucker, you ain't doing nothing." But it's like, yo, I'm coming up with an idea. Like I'm really dwelling on something over here,
Yeah.
and in the next week or so, you're gonna see it. But just because I'm laying around and I got my legs crossed doesn't mean I'm just like taking advantage of you or
Oh
just
yeah.
chilling. You know?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Definitely, man. And that's a good message to be, but most people don't know. We understand. We're artists, so we
No doubt.
understand that. Be creative people understand that, but people who don't understand that. So it's a different
Right.
process. So yeah,
No doubt.
that's dope. That's dope, man.
Where'd
Thank you.
you get
Thank
all
you.
that positivity from?
Yeah.
Oh man, hating myself.
Mm,
You know, I went through a period where it was like, man, fuck my life, fuck myself. I want to kill myself. I'm not doing nothing I said I was going to do, man. You know, like, and this is at 26, 27 when I'm still a baby, but I think I'm a man and I'm supposed to be knowing everything. I'm supposed to have
yeah.
it all figured out. Those pivotal times where like I'm drinking more than I would. You know,
Mm,
I'm hanging around more people than I should be, talking too much. But really, it's just like a deep disdain that I had toward myself, and I
mm,
had to break that curse over myself. But I was doing a lot of things that I was normally doing, like my father. I need to think about my father with this, or what are the people at church going to think, or what are the,
mm,
those opinions. But once I started to kick those out, I could embrace me more. I could love me more. I could like talk openly to myself more. Like at one point, I couldn't do this, or if I were to do it, my mind wouldn't believe it. But now, like even when I go through a depressing time and I, excuse me, talk to myself, I believe it. Like, yo,
mm,
this is only for a moment. This is not going to be a permanent feeling. This is temporary. You know, my mind's trying to play a game on me, but
mm.
I'm gonna check myself. You know,
Gotcha.
so it took me having to go through really dark times to finally get through here,
That's
and it
great.
wasn't just once.
Right.
Well, I'm glad you made it out of that, and you're spreading your light with others, because it's an important message. I went through like some similar stuff. Just like that's what I'm on my journey right now, to try to get rid of those negative self thoughts. That you don't
Absolutely,
even realize they just pop up, and then you don't even question them. And like
all
you said,
day,
you got to check it.
all day long, man. And I'm sending you love to you with yours.
Appreciate you.
And we all go through
Absolutely.
that, man, because like I'm probably the most positive out of all we have saying for most of the time. But even
Mm-hmm.
myself, I go through them when when
Absolutely.
you have challenging times and things that happen to you.
Yeah.
And so it's very important because like, and I'm glad you're doing it, sharing that, because I think more people need to do that. And more
Totally.
people do that, they can see that, hey, they're struggling too, and say, wait a minute, you know
Absolutely.
what? I can still keep moving forward. So I'm really happy that you did that today. So thank you, by the way.
Thank you, man.
Yeah,
Thank you.
there's nobody harder on us than ourselves.
Right. Even now, like I want to be touring so much more. I want to be doing this so much more. And
Mm-hmm.
it's just like, yo, take the pressure off of yourself, man. Because all
Yeah,
that stuff will come when it's time to. You can't like Aladdin all this stuff and just make it happen. Like it takes
yeah,
work.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. And even if you were to, we were talking to one of our guys from Club Nouveau.
Yeah.
They got huge in the '80s. Like they sold what double or diamond 10 million copies of Lean On Me,
Yeah.
and they went straight to arenas essentially. And he was like, I wish I would have built it up more organic
Mm,
to be more
yeah.
sustaining. So
Yeah,
like
man.
sometimes it's a blessing to grow at a slower
Thank
pace.
you. Thank you. And that's something I tell myself because it's like, what's the rush?
Yeah,
Like you still making beats, you
Mm-hmm.
still writing songs, you still playing drums. But again, it's that earthly thing. Like, man, I need niggas to hear me calling my
yeah,
name, man.
yeah,
I need
yeah,
motherfuckers to be like, it's that manly thing where that earthly thing where we like, yo,
yeah,
I ain't really successful if nobody's saying, Josh, like, I love
yeah,
you. You changed my life. Like
yeah,
that's
yeah,
the
yeah.
MTV shit that we
Yeah.
think is
Yeah.
what it is. And it's not that.
It's
You
not.
know, it's like, bro, you get to get up and create every day. That's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
You
Hey,
know?
but you do have you have fans, you have followers because you got people that hit you up. I know I got people that
Absolutely.
hit us up,
Yep.
and I'm thankful. I don't care if it's
Totally.
like a million or one or two. If you got that one fan, man, you were doing your thing. You just build
So
up,
right.
bro, and that's the best thing in the world. Like
You are so right.
we're gonna collaborate. We're gonna do something together. We're gonna plan something
Absolutely.
because we're planning a showcase coming up. So
Hell yeah.
we'll reach out to you when we do that. That's coming up soon. Yeah,
That sounds fly.
definitely. Yeah, man.
Count me
So
in.
that's dope. So besides that, man, like what do you like to do for fun? Like besides music, what are some of your hobbies? So I know I know it ain't just all music. What else you do? You play
It,
ball? You mean you like watch movies? I mean, what's
yes,
going
I'm a
on? You know?
huge movie guy. I love
Okay.
watching movies. I love watching the series and stuff when I was street, like Netflix and stuff.
Okay, don't tell me
I
the
just
dramas. Are you like Michael and the dramas and all that kind of stuff? Or are you more like the action?
no,
I'm more of the action
yeah,
type of stuff, the funny and action stuff. Michael's more the
absolutely.
drama, even though it's all drama.
You
Don't
would
get me
have. Come
wrong.
on, man. You know I do it all.
Well, no, don't get me wrong. It's all drama. I like drama too, but I'm just saying I'm more of the action-packed stuff like that and the funny
No
part. But
doubt. I'm
storylines
definitely
and everything, I'm
comedy.
not really into too much. So go ahead.
Yeah, I'm comedy all day, man. So I just got finished binge watching like A Different World recently.
Okay,
And that
okay,
really, what I love is like how things kind of still do come back full circle to your art though.
right,
Watching Martin, you'll get a line to put in a song, or like watch A Different World, you get
right.
a idea for an album cover or something like that. It's just like it always comes back. So
Mhm.
that just makes me feel good because it's like I'm not even trying to get anything from this. I'm trying to chill. I'm trying to just watch the show, but something will happen to be like, that's a dope idea. I
Right.
gotta use that for something, and I just start kind of using it as fuel, man, to like kind of charge back into the music. Because I honestly, man, I could be a studio rat all day, wake up at 9, go in there. As long as I got my weed and I got me a
Oh,
sandwich or two, I'm sweet, man. Come out, get me a breath of fresh air every here and there,
that's
and
dope.
I'm really good, man. Like I spend so much time out of the studio now just to be with my boys. But even then, when I got them, I'm on the phone. I'm voice
Yeah.
memoing something.
Right.
I'm writing something in the memo pad. I'm doing something because it's just always being charged up.
Absolutely, man.
Did you ever watch The Wire?
Oh man, hell yeah,
Yeah. Another
yeah.
Baltimore question.
I love to this day. I love The Wire,
It's
man.
one of the best shows of all time,
Yeah,
for sure.
I go back and it's even dope now, like how people on YouTube break down all the different characters, like the Avon story, the
Mm-hmm.
Marlowe story. I'm like, wow, and just to think like how smart these guys were, and even like how business savvy they were.
Mm-hmm.
Like this show was amazing, man.
Yeah, they really captured just like why can't we just change stuff? Like, right?
Right,
It's like this is like there's so many things that are entrenched in our systems. The school
exactly.
one was really good too. I thought
Yeah,
that was kind of slept on, like school season.
and our schools are still horrible here. You know
Yeah.
what
Oh
I
yeah.
mean? Like it's probably even worse than back then.
Wow.
Right.
I mean,
That's
our schools are pretty bad too here.
Everywhere, right?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like everywhere you go, nobody care about education no more or like being intelligent. And I dropped out of school in the 11th grade, so I'm not talking about going to school. I'm just talking about having some form of intelligence or
Using
just
your brain.
wanting to learn or just
Yeah.
wanting to like take something in to be like when I talk to another person, I can talk to them. We can hold a conversation. That
Mm-hmm.
was
absolutely.
even to today I take pride in that. Like to be able to talk to people that I've met for the first time and hold a conversation with them, that's important to me because that's what really builds community.
Sure. Connections.
Absolutely. It does.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, that's dope, man. Well, we love that. So, what songs that you trying to push to play? Can we play on there? So we push out there for you.
Yeah, we got
That-
the
that's-
Man.
first one, but
yeah.
So we
other than
got
that,
the Too Scared. I love Born Free, Be Myself. Uh, yeah, You Can't Sell Me Back, My God.
Okay.
Yeah, all those things.
Okay. The reason why I asked that question because we're gonna put that inside some of this interview. so
Okay.
we can go like that. That's that because I think it'll be good to do that. So people can get to see you.
Yeah,
Shoot
thank you.
the video a little bit of that, so we have
Word
your
up.
permission to do that. That's dope, right there.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Man, I appreciate
Yeah.
it.
So,
Thanks for the
Chili,
help.
I don't mean, I mean, man, I can sit here and talk to you for an hour or two, man.
I
But you know
appreciate
what I
that.
mean? Chili, you there?
Yeah. I guess in terms of drums, we haven't gotten into too much into your style. Do you got favorite drummers that have influenced you?
Absolutely. Man, Tony Williams,
Mm,
Art Blakey,
nice.
Buddy Miles,
Okay, getting into the
Bernard Purdy.
jazz.
Absolutely, man. A lot of local cats from my town, Jordan Hunter, Elliot Wilson. I'm
Okay.
sorry, Elliot Johnson, um, Dennis Chambers,
Oh yeah.
Aaron Spears. Uh, so many people, man, just like collectively turned me into who I am today.
Nice.
So, okay, well, what I want to know is if someone's come to ask you, who would you pattern your style after? Who would you say like your most artists you're most influenced by?
Sly.
Okay, okay,
I love it.
yeah.
Have you
Yeah.
seen that documentary that
You
Questlove
know it,
did?
man. I saw it like 10 times already,
So
bro. I
good.
was like, man, I'm gonna keep watching this until I lose my
The Burden of
subscription.
Black Excellence.
You know what?
Yeah, Black Genius, man. It was
A Black
amazing.
Genius. That's right. Yeah.
I,
You have
I
anything
feel
to say
bad,
on
man.
that?
I haven't had a chance to sit down and watch it yet, so that's gonna be on my
You
list tonight, man. Because
yeah,
I love that. He already knows how I feel about Sly, and
Yeah.
yeah, you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it,
yeah,
That's
Mots.
yeah,
kind of like the ethos behind our music too, like about
Exactly.
like different colors and different
Yes.
people coming together and just like and creating something that's positive.
And y'all right there. You know what I mean?
We're
Like,
trying,
man,
man. We need
you
to get a
know,
couple chicks in the band.
yo,
You know.
it's gonna be
yeah.
up like,
Hey, man,
yo,
look, what I want to do, I just want to do a collab with you because you're talented, bro. I mean, like
thank
that's
you.
why even that's why when I first seen you on Facebook, I was like, man, this is a talented cat, and that's the
Thank you so
problem with
much.
people. They can't give people their flowers. You know what I mean? I see, hey, man, this dude's talented.
Thank
I
you.
like what you're doing, bro. You know what I mean? And I'm
Yeah.
gonna push that. You know what I mean?
Thank you so much. The
Yeah,
same here,
definitely.
man.
You know what I
Like
mean?
I love creating a community of just a bunch of weird people that just some kind of way find each
Well,
other and we create a community.
definitely. You definitely came to the right place for weird because I
Yeah,
am a
I love
weirdo.
it. I love it, man. I love it. We always find our little circle, man.
Definitely,
For
bro.
sure,
Definitely,
for sure.
definitely, man. That's
So
a
how
dope,
Yeah.
about
man.
jazz, man? It sounds like you know your jazz. How do you get into jazz?
Man, all through church, man. I always
Okay.
tell people that you can learn all styles through church because it's just like the school of hard knocks, like all styles. And then, meeting other musicians, they're like, yo, have you heard this? Have you heard that? So
Mm-hmm.
like from like the Yellow Jackets to like Dave Weckl to man, Bobby McFerrin
Okay.
to man, just
What
so
about Bobby?
man, I love Bobby McFerrin. I got a piece on the end of Too Scared that I kind of owe to like Sly and
Okay.
Bobby and like Take Six. But just all those Nina Simone,
Oh
just
yeah.
all those like true people that always held it down and just kind of always stood for, Thelonious Monk,
Yeah.
just stood for the art. And it wasn't like, yo, I need to be adored, like just hear what I'm doing. If you
Yeah.
feel it,
Thelonious,
Yeah.
man.
cool. If not, cool. I'm good.
Thelonious is something else.
Absolutely, man.
He wrote all
Really,
those great classics, all those
he
great
did.
standards,
Like,
and he
man, I
just had
just
that
appreciate
style.
it.
It's just like it's. I mean, not to be disparaging, but he's a little cat on the keyboard, but it was just like so hip.
Yes, it's true, man. Seeing him play like opposite handed, it's like,
Yeah.
what is he doing? But it was like, yo, he killed it, man. Earl
Yeah.
Garner, shout out to him. Oscar Peterson, just
Yeah.
the real heavy
Oscar's
hitters,
a
man.
killer.
Yeah, so
Oh,
I'm just like I said, glad to be a part of them and to speak on that Burden of Black Genius documentary real
Yeah.
quick. That documentary is what actually was the catalyst for Born Free. I was
Oh, okay.
watching that so much, man. The lines, words was just giving me ideas to be like, I'm
Nice.
about to make a song. I'm about to make another song. And I just came out with an album full of songs after just watching this documentary, man.
Great.
Like he really charged me up and I'm just thankful for his life.
Have you been to San Francisco before?
I was in Oakland for a day.
Oh,
I
okay.
was on tour with Erica Campbell from Mary Mary.
Okay.
and
Okay.
Anthony Brown, he's from here, but he's like an international like gospel singer.
Yeah, I
I
heard
Okay.
of him.
went yeah, I went to Oakland with them for one day. Us, Kurt Carr, Mississippi Mass Choir. We were all out there one night in and one night out. So I never got to even experience anything.
Well, you gotta have you come out here, man. You come out
Yeah.
here and do
Check
some
out
stuff.
Hate
Check out.
Nashberry, man. You got
Oh
to
yeah,
see
man.
Ground
We got, yeah.
Zero.
I'm down.
But if you come down here, you got to be more than a couple of days, bro, because it's so much to
Yes.
see. You know what I'm saying? So it's got to be
Yes.
more. You know what I mean? It's got to be more than a couple of days. Yeah, because
Go
you're
to
gonna have
I
to.
Hippie
would
Hill and at
Yeah,
Hate Nashberry.
hell yeah.
That's where
definitely.
Sly, cut his teeth. Is in the Hate.
Yeah. Man, I would love to spend a good week down there and just take it all in, man, for
Yeah,
real.
Definitely, man. Well, you see that. I don't know if you play the piano, but that piano behind Michael there,
A
that
tad.
was given to us by Mary Youngblood.
Word up.
Signed it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So
Grammy Award winner,
yeah,
flautist.
That's what I'm
yeah.
talking about.
Yeah,
That
So
shit looks dope too. And the
yeah.
Do the Right Thing post everything,
yes,
man.
sir.
The whole scene is just fly.
That's all Michael right
Appreciate you.
there. I can't take credit. That's all Michael right there.
And
But
we got the
Michael
rabbi
showing.
on the far
Yeah,
left.
and you have to get into Michael like a lot of the artists that you think you wouldn't think he loves. So it's
Oh yeah.
That's
amazing.
tight.
Yeah, so very eclectic style. That's
The
why him and
blues
myself.
too, man. You got your blues in there.
Come
I'm
on,
a
man.
bluesman personally.
Got to. It's just the hip hop and the funk and all that stuff is just mutated versions of it.
You're right.
Definitely,
You're
it
right.
is. You're right. I'm a funk guy, so the funk that's my love. I love the
Oh,
funk.
I
Yeah.
can
I
tell,
can put
man.
funk with everything. Funk with rock, funk with country, funk
No
with everything. I
doubt.
can put funk with everything. So
Yep. Because
yeah,
it go with
it
everything,
does, man. It does. So yeah, it
A
really
little bit of
does.
stank goes with anything.
It does, bro. Seriously, man. I still play at my dad's church now, every week.
Okay.
And it ain't nothing but the funk in there.
Okay.
Nice.
That's all it is. That's all it's ever gonna be.
Yeah.
Messing with me, that's just
Yeah,
what it's
hey,
gotta be.
hey, that's probably why we're kindred spirits because that's why I gravitate
Absolutely.
because I'm like I love the funk, man, and
No
I play
doubt.
I play a little bit of violin and everything. So for me, it's
Hell
like
yeah.
funk is like so yeah. Michael, absolutely. If you come to our spot, you'll see a lot of instruments. So
Hell yeah, man.
yeah,
I'm loving that.
but yeah, because
Bass, guitar,
Michael plays a
keys.
lot. So I'm
Mostly
sorry.
guitar, but bass and keys as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Man,
Michael plays a lot of instruments. So yeah, yeah,
I'm looking forward to it, man.
Yes,
yeah.
sir. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. And then it just went poof.
For the funk, what?
Oh yeah, no, I was just gonna dig in more to blues. Did you ever get into that, like the Delta blues, that old like Robert Johnson?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely, man. Hell yeah.
I love that crap.
Like just the whole history, like of Robert Johnson and him, selling the soul to the devil or
Crossroads.
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like, yo, I don't give a fuck, man. That shit is dope. And I just love good music. And I feel like anything can inspire and
Mhm.
anything can influence somebody else. And that's all I care about. I feel like a lot of that stuff be, folklore that people just make something out of. But
Yeah.
if it's
I
true
think
or if
he
it's
leaned into it too for like the commercial bit,
that's marketing. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like, oh, is
There's
it
this
true
guy
that
named
you
Tommy
really?
Johnson who was doing it first, and
Yep.
they thought Tommy Johnson sold his soul to the devil, and
Yeah,
then he kind of leaned into it, and I think Robert kind of took something from that.
man,
That's
it's
100 years
crazy.
ago, and that
That's what
still
I'm
holds up.
saying, bro. Like, yo, I was watching this. It's a documentary called America's Obsession with Professional Wrestling.
Oh,
And it's like 100 years ago, bro. They were doing the same shit.
same
Like
stuff.
they had the Ric Flair. It was like a Nature Boy, Bobby something, and then he took it but it was like the same thing. Like the good-looking guy would be fighting the big ugly guy,
Yeah,
Right.
and it's all the same concepts, man. Like nothing changes. Like even Hulk Hogan, when he turned into Hollywood Hogan, he took the whole black beard style from like superstar Billy Graham. And
Yep.
he
Mhm.
had
That's true.
the blonde, but the
Yep.
black, and he straight jacked it. And I'm like, yo, they just be stealing, man.
Yeah.
And it's
Mhm.
really like just the name of the game.
Yep. They say you steal from one person, it's plagiarism. You steal from everybody, it's your own thing.
Exactly. It's the truth, man. I see it more and more. And I think the older I get, is you're able to see it clearly.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
I think that's my thing where, like, I'm not as impacted by today's hip hop because
Mhm.
I see, oh, this is like a 2010
Yeah,
package, Little Kim. Oh, this is Usher. Oh, this is
Yeah.
Jay-Z. Oh, this is the new Lil Wayne. Oh, okay, I see what's going on here. So I can only imagine like how my father felt when I was a kid, and I thought
Yeah.
everything was so brand new. Nobody ever heard this before. Like, what is
Yeah.
that but some Smokey Robinson?
For sure.
That's dope. Yeah,
You,
my grandmother.
what do you think about like the state of music? Because I think the state of music seems to be like that we're recycling a bunch of stuff. And even
Yeah,
it's beyond hip hop, like
yeah,
what in rock music and we're all just looking to the 50s and the 60s still,
right.
Like
Absolutely.
how do we break through that? Like how do we get something new? I mean, I guess it's
Mhm.
mixing a little bit of everything. That's the best I
Yeah,
can come up with.
I agree
But
with you. I think we got to get back on our instruments again. And even if your instrument is a laptop, we got to dig back in again. I think that we've just gotten so complacent within the last 10 years because everything has become so formulaic. All you got to
mm-hmm,
do is this, throw the trap beat on it, throw this
mm-hmm,
person on it, throw the whatever sound on it, and you'll win. And we've been like so formulaic with how to make music as opposed to just saying, how do I feel? Let me
mm-hmm,
create off of how I feel. Like,
There you go.
yeah, somebody being on the piano again
Hmm.
and coming up with ideas and humming words out or on the
Hmm.
guitar. We don't do that anymore because it's just like we can create a whole prepackaged idea from Jam Card or whatever and throw it up and we got a whole song. And
Yeah.
like I think we've become complacent with just taking ideas and okay, I got a sample pack, throw that sample pack here. Oh, that's cool and just start creating something as opposed to no, like the great ones we just named, they
yeah,
sat down and was like, what can I come up with? And really took in time, like hours, months, days. Just because it didn't come in the first 15 minutes didn't mean it wasn't a good idea.
Right.
Like sometimes good things take time. Like, and that's another idea I think we've been sold on. Like, yes, less is more, but I think we've gotten to a place of simplicity where it's just like nothing even matters. And I think a little bit of thought and contemplation has to go back into creating. Like, okay, what about this word instead of this word? Even if it's just something as small as that, I think we
Right.
can
yeah.
start like editing ourselves again. Like, let me see if this verse makes sense. Okay. You know, just anything. Let me see if the kick is the kick kicking the way I need. Can I EQ it a bit? Just to like
Yeah.
dig in more on our instruments, man, and like take pride in being musicians and creators again and not just being sexy or not just being desired. I think
Right.
as the
Yeah,
game has
I think you
changed.
got it. I think you hit something right there.
Right.
Let ugly people make music again.
Thank
Yeah, but
yo, I
but
saw that
here's the thing
before.
though. That's right. But the thing is though, you gotta be yourself. If you
Right.
write from yourself and be from yourself, then you can put the people will see that and
I
it'll
agree.
gravitate towards you instead of trying to be like be something that you're not.
Right.
Just be what you are and write.
It's the truth. It's
You
the
know what I'm saying?
truth.
Mhm.
It's the winning formula, man.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, it's always the voices that are around us that's telling us, "Oh, I don't think that'll work. Oh, I don't think that's cool." I did a little interlude on the album about that. It's called "You Shouldn't Be You," and everything
Mm.
is just like the way you look, the way you think. I don't know if that's going to work. Can you explain it again? I don't really think that's. So it's just like these voices just slapping you everywhere you go
Yeah,
because I'm just trying to exist as me, but everywhere
Right.
I go, there's somebody else saying, "Yo, you shouldn't do that, bro. People gonna think this about you. Don't do that." And again, it's like this false, I'm only doing this because I care about you. I'm only doing this because I don't want to see you get embarrassed, but it's more so you don't want to be embarrassed by
by
me.
me.
Right.
You
Ah,
know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's just like, fuck what you
Dope.
say. I have to do what I'm feeling.
Right.
yeah.
That's
That's,
dope, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
I love that. I love that.
I
That's
appreciate y'all, man.
Yeah,
Big
man. We
time.
appreciate you, man. Was there anything else you want? How can the people reach you? Let the people know how they can reach out. There's your medias. We're gonna put all that stuff on our social medias too.
Okay.
But
Thank
let
you.
them know also when they see this video and they see this on also on a show how
Right.
they can reach you, how they can reach out to you.
Yeah, well, you can find me on Facebook as Josh Stokes. I'm on Instagram as Josh Stokes PMA. I'm on Twitter as Josh PMA, and on my YouTube is Josh Stokes. Hopefully, we'll bump into each other on the road soon.
Oh
yes,
yeah,
sir.
definitely.
Yes, sir.
Bro, come on now. We're gonna collaborate. I got some stuff right now and we have some stuff I'm gonna send over to you. Give me some time. Like we
No
have
sweat, no sweat.
day, next day or so. I'm gonna send
Yeah,
it to you and see because maybe you can like touch it up and maybe you can put your flavor too because we have
I'm with it.
that's what we're trying to do. We want to do that.
No doubt.
We have a group, and then we have solo projects we have coming out, and
Yeah.
we also write and produce for a bunch of other people too.
Love it, man. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. So we're
Shout
always
out to Mac Dre too, man.
definitely. Hey, that's his boy. Yeah, hey, that's
love
his
it.
boy.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
that's his boy.
I
my
love
God.
Mac Dre.
Yeah.
He's on my Mount Rushmore, even though he maybe shouldn't be, but like,
I love him, man. He's on my extended Mount Marshall. It's like even with him, it's like be yourself, man.
Right.
yeah,
Like
exactly.
I was watching a documentary with him, man. Some of them wacky ass beats he was
Yeah.
playing. You know, the homies was like, "Bro, what are you doing?"
Oh,
But
yeah.
he did not care.
Yeah. No, but
Like,
he's dope. I got to meet him.
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing, man. I wish I could have, man.
Yeah,
I
I
used to
didn't
kick it with his
know at the
homie
time,
Reek
though.
Daddy.
I didn't know at the time though. So
Like, I remember this be my last thing. I was watching this Andre 3000 thing with the whole trust your gut thing. He was talking about how he let his friends hear "Hey Ya." And
Oh, yeah,
his
they didn't like
was like, yeah, he was like, "Bro, I think you're gonna ruin your career if you do this."
Wow.
You know, like in hindsight, just laughing at the homie, like, what were you talking about? This stupid little song changed the game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And that's the only Outkast song you really hear on like the top 40 now.
Seriously. So,
Well,
man, everybody,
I still like
be
Rosa
yourself,
Parks though.
bro.
No. Don't get me wrong.
Hey
Chaos not my favorite Outkast song.
That's the cut right there, bro.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. My joint is B.O.B.
Oh, I like that.
Oh,
one.
yeah.
That's
International.
yeah,
Yo, I was like, what the
Yeah.
fuck? These dudes are
I like that.
crazy.
I told that to some of the kids at work. They're like, bombs over Baghdad. They're like, oh, that's terrible. I'm like, no, this is before we did it. Like, this is before we actually dropped bombs on that.
Right.
Man,
we saw it coming though, right?
Yeah.
That's another thing about the funk, yo. It always seems it's about to happen.
Yeah.
Definitely, man. Definitely. Well, Chill, you got anything else for him?
No, just got to tell you that your boy Tony Saragusa broke my heart one time. Flattened Rich Gannon at a playoff game. You remember that?
That's a dude. Yeah.
I was there.
Well, you do know I was born in Cleveland, so you know your team that won. You know that is the Cleveland Browns. Right?
Yes.
Damn it!
The beef comes out at the end.
It's never over.
Yeah, man. Damn, man. It's all good though. Yeah, no. Really good friend of mine down there. Grant Nicholas is there. I got to reach out to him also. He lives there, so and he moved back. He was in LA, so he knows everybody in the business. So you guys need to link up. He's on my Facebook page. So
okay,
he worked with Maya and stuff back
in
the
day. John B. Immature.
I go down.
I don't want to go. I go down a list. I'm trying to put him on Front Street, but yeah, Grant, we know Grant Nicholas. Y'all know him. He's the man. He's the man. He's a man. Absolutely. He's out there. Yeah, he's out there in Baltimore now. So yeah,
we be having it popping on the low, man.
Yeah. He moved back. I was mad because we went to LA. I was like, man, I'm here. He's like, I'm in Baltimore now.
Oh, yeah.
Damn, man. I didn't know you moved there. Like, damn. I'm like, man, I'm in LA, man. I thought you was here right still. So yeah. Shout out. I ain't forgot about you, Nick. I got some ends for you, bro. I ain't forgot about you. I ain't forgot about you, partner. Yeah, it's all good, man. So yeah,
right,
bro.
Appreciate
Thank y'all so much, man. Y'all too, man. I'm really looking forward to seeing y'all in person.
Yes,
definitely.
Sir.
We look forward to you, man, coming out. Like I said, we'll have to link up and everything. This won't be the only time we're talking. And you'll look forward to this. Y'all go check him out. Josh Stokes, y'all, everyone. Y'all go. That's the man there. Y'all
check him out.
From him. Check him out.
You won't burn in the fire. Keep going higher. Dancing on your throne. Hesitation to get you nowhere. Run for it, run for freedom. Don't be scared. Automatic music. How we all wanna be free, but we too scared to die for it. How we all wanna be free, but we too scared to die for it. How we all wanna be free, but we too scared to die for it. Yeah, we all like chicken around here, but we don't want to fry for it. If you wanna keep your head straight, then you gon' have to lie for it. And if you got real heart, fight to the death, and there won't be no prize for it. Nah, If you kill my father, I'm gonna kill you. You best believe it's on to the next degree. Don't test me. If mama say she been touched, to get ready for the beach, cause I'ma fuck you up. And I ain't even violent like that, but I can't stay silent like rats in the alley. Take your tally. I ain't LL, nigga, I ain't going back to Cali. Bitch, I'm staying right here, and your heart grows bigger when they fight fear. Yo, let a man hit my sister, and I walk by blind like I missed ya, yeah right. Next time I see you in person, you gon' catch 8 knuckles, catch a kisser, let's fight. To all of my babies, don't let this world deceive you, just know you bright. And all you put your mind to, if you work hard and you focus, you might achieve every dream, be what you want. Yeah, you can win, you can shine bright, but never be too scared to know when they violate your space, it's time to fight. How we all wanna be free, but we too scared to die for it. How we all wanna be free, but we too scared to die for it.
I'm telling you, you don't know what a revolution is. You haven't got a revolution that doesn't involve bloodshed. And you're to show me. You don't have a peaceful revolution. You don't have a turn the other cheek revolution. There's no such thing as a non-violent revolution. Only kind of revolution that's non-violent is the Negro revolution. How do you think he'll react to you when you learn what a real revolution is? You don't know what a revolution is. If you did, you wouldn't use that word. A revolution is blood. Revolution is hostile. Revolution knows no compromise. Revolution overturns and destroys everything that gets in its way. My brothers and sisters, we have to put a stop to this.
This way cause I want to. I think this way cause I want to. I drive my car cause I want to. Show me love cause I want to.
My emotions started running the moment I saw you. My heart was jumping, I could not